Hi, Tubies. It's you and me again. We're back together. We're going to talk. I'm looking at divorce court, which makes me so happy. Like they say, I'm single and satisfied. I am single and satisfied. I met someone who I was dating for 7 weeks, and he had already proposed marriage to me. Okay, then, really? How did I feel about that? Not good. Why? Because the first thing that came in my mind, you and I both know what's the first thing that came to my mind. This is a narc. He does all this love bombing. Like when it's cold outside, he'll send a Uber to pick me up from work. He'll always text me, baby, do you need to be picked up from work? Or if the weather's bad, he'll say, you want me to have an Uber, pick you up from home, take you to, no, thank you, babe. That's great. Thank you, but no thanks. Sometimes I did take him up on it maybe 2 or 3 times. That was really great. Okay. Takes me out, wine me, dine me. We already know what's up with that. That's good. It's good. He is willing to go with me to my Christian meetings. He's willing to do all of these things. 7 weeks in, he asked me if I would be his wife, or what I consider being his wife. He has his own car. I mean, not car. He doesn't have a car. He has his own house. I'm not giving up my apartment. I'm not giving up my apartment. That's not happening. No. No. Because that's moving too fast. Wouldn't you say that 7 weeks is way too fast? That's too fast. That's the kind of things that narcissists do. You know? My second marriage actually. That's how it went. Everything was so fast. Hey, so you want to be my girl? I was like, whoa, hold up, yo, yeah, and no. So of course I told him that's so not going to happen. I'm not looking to get married, not right now. He's a sweetheart. He is such a sweetheart. But I'm not looking to get married right now. Right? They say single and satisfied. I'm having too much fun. I told you I have 3 people that I'm hanging with for a minute. And I'm not dishonest with him. He knows, each one knows about each one. That's what you call a diva. A diva. I don't believe in being deceptive, deceiving anyone. No, each one knows about each one. I don't sleep with whoever I had sex with. No one. I had one of them do some crazy crap that I end up having to go to the elders, people in my congregation. Yeah, I had to go to the elders on that one, but yeah, I corrected that situation with the quickness. Anyway, let's get into it. This is divorce court. This is going to show you another true form of narcissism. Let's get into it. Tell me what you think.
He had 3 children. I found out over social media.
Were you already married?
Yes.
This is a black man, married to a Caucasian woman. This man had 3 kids that he never told his wife about. Why didn't you tell your wife about it? I was waiting for the right time. Are you serious? Really? Mm-hmm.
And how did that happen?
I just happened to come across his ex's page.
You came across ex's page?
Yeah.
And you were already married, and he never told you. Why didn't you tell her you already had children?
I was just waiting on the right time to tell you.
Really?
Sometime before the wedding, I would think, would be appropriate, wouldn't it?
I mean, everything happened so quickly. I just wanted to wait until I thought was the right time to tell her.
What do you mean everything happened so quickly?
I mean, I guess I was in the moment. I didn't think it was a good time to. I mean, how do you just tell someone, oh yeah, by the way, I had 3 kids, just.
You see what he said, everything happened so quickly? Is that not the identifying mark of a narcissist? They want to do everything so quick. This woman should have taken time. She said that they was 3 years together. Dated 1 year or whatever, probably 2 other years he was probably in jail. But anyway, I mean, are you serious? Oh!
Just.
My husband told me, oh, by the way, I got 4.
I know.
You just say it and see if she's on board or not.
Yeah, when I first started talking to her, I kind of didn't mention that to her, and by the time it come time for us to get married,
You got too far down in the lie. Do you think he's actively cheating on you, though?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
tell me what he's done and how you know.
I've received text messages from a old close friend of mine that he had gotten her pregnant, but she had miscarriage. And then also I found a text message about Easter baskets in the back of my trunk. They didn't belong to me. He told me they were his nieces. To find out, I found the text messages that said, "Oh, don't let your wife throw my Easter baskets away. I know she goes through your stuff," and it's just.
Who are these women texting you, Mr. Turner? And are you sleeping with them?
Well, as far as the Easter baskets are concerned, they actually were for my nieces and nephews because I went and bought her nieces and nephews Easter baskets as well. It's not like.
So why did some random...
So do you see how gutsy these other women are? They're actually sending him text messages. This woman is reading the text message. I mean, all these women on the street, everybody must know. I mean, come on. Women, wives, go through their husband's phone, their boyfriend's phone. Yeah. Anytime I can't go through your phone, red light, red light, red light. You can always pick up my phone and go through my phone. Okay? I see how some people in my congregation, people who are on God's team, sometimes they take each other's phone for the day because they know they're not guilty of anything. But when you're guilty of something, of course you don't want your partner looking in your phone. And don't give me that garbage. It's about trust. You got to trust. Honey, look. No one's perfect. People fall short. And because you're not perfect, yeah, I will be looking in your phone from time to time, anytime I choose it. And when your phone rings, yeah, I'm going to answer it sometime. You know why? Because when my phone rings, you can pick it up and answer it anytime you want, sweetie. Anytime you want to go through my phone, even though I have some, my bank cards and I have my journal on there, but I have a password on my journal, so he can't read my journal. Okay? That's personal. Your diary, your journal, you don't have. I'm not letting nobody access to that. Come on already. But if you're my partner, my husband, my significant other, yeah, you could damn right pick up my phone while I'm in the shower and my phone rings. I shouldn't have to bust my behind, slipping and sliding, trying to get to my phone. Hell no. And anytime you have a man that don't want you looking through his phone, or a woman who don't want you, yeah, something's up. That's God talking to you. Here we go. Intuition. No. And if it's other people on the outside, no, I don't want people looking at my phone because I have my financial stuff on there. I have personal things on my phone. But my husband has access to all of that information. And I should have access to his. And that's it. That's all. I'm not going to sit up here and play these stupid little games about, well, then you don't trust me and you don't. Do I really look at my face? Do I look like I have time for all that nonsense? No.
Random woman text her about the Easter baskets. How did that coincidence occur?
Well, to be honest, I wasn't aware that she received the text about Easter baskets. It's kind of new.
Oh, so that's news to you?
As far as the Easter baskets are concerned.
Do you have any news for her?
There was an instance where with the whole cheating that she's discussing now, to where it was said that she had a miscarriage, and that's false.
That's not. So you don't want to. You told me. I'm gonna give you a chance to tell her. Because I'm gonna tell.
Well, instead of being a total of 1 or 2, I've cheated a total of 5 times.
Now tell me that's not narcissistic. He cheated 5 times. Now people say, everybody makes a mistake. You make a mistake 5 times? Really? And you know why these men keep doing this? Because women keep letting them. You know what? There's no consequences. Now, he sat here and he told her, let me tell you something that I think, common sense, common sense, to be honest with you. Personally, me, I think the only reason why these women put up with these cheating men, or men putting up with cheating women, is because they're cheating too. They're cheating too. That's the only sane explanation for this. Why would you be putting up with somebody who's defecating all over you? Somebody who has made it clear they have no respect for you. They don't love you. The Bible says anytime somebody commits adultery, it's a wrap. Even God. I mean, come on. It don't get no God. Jesus Christ, okay, is saying divorce time. In biblical times, anytime someone was unfaithful in marriage, you know what happened to them? They were stoned to death. That's how serious God takes cheating. You were supposed to be put to death. See? That's not me being judgmental. That's God talking. That's Jesus Christ talking. You know why? They said you were supposed to be put to death, or that will release you from the marriage, because even God and Jesus Christ know when somebody cheats on you, honey, they don't love you. They really don't love you. They don't care about you. And that is definitely narcissistic 5 times. I mean, hello, can we talk Joan Rivers? Hello, hello. 5 times? Let's see how she handles the situation, in which I'm looking at her. I already know how she's going to handle this. Stay with me.
And what did you just recently drive off to do?
I drove to drop off a pregnancy test to somebody who it was believed that I got pregnant.
And you knew that there was a possibility it could be yours.
At the time, I did. Yeah, I did. That was the whole purpose of me driving down there and take it to him.
Did you ever intend to be faithful to it all? Because
yeah,
I mean,
I
in
did.
2 years, cheating 5 times, that's a lot.
Yeah. I mean,
let's think about that. You've only been married 2 years. Within 2-year period, you don't cheated 5 times? Really? And 5 times is pretty much all he's willing to talk about. This is not really discussing how many, I'm so close to the word disgusting, I'm having a hard time with discussing how many times he really cheated. This is just the 5 times he's willing to admit. Like my husband, my ex-husband, my narcissist. Man, that man cheated throughout the whole marriage, but he's going to sit up here and try to get me to believe that when we were separated, it took a whole year. It was a whole year before I whipped out my private parts with someone else. It wasn't a whole year, honey. You was cheating while you was at home, always up in some female's face. No, it was a whole year before you put it out in the open. You was hiding it for a whole year. That's what I told him. I'm not a fool, sweetie. Let's go back. 2 years. He done cheated 5 times. That's some crazy nonsense.
I mean, yeah, of course I intend on being faithful towards her. It kind of just, by the time we got married, these things just kind of like popped up. It wasn't like a...
What do you mean these things popped up?
Well, like with the pregnancy test, it was like I just...
It's not like the pregnancy popped up. You had sex with somebody, so that became relevant to you.
Yeah.
That's not something that pops up. That's something that you did.
No, he knew that. It's hard for me to have children.
Mr. Turner?
I wasn't. See, at that point in time, when especially in the pregnancy test situation, I kind of moved on. I changed all my information and everything. So by the time she had contacted me on Facebook, I wasn't expecting it. It wasn't like I wasn't expecting on contacting her again or anything.
You see what he just said? When it came to the pregnancy thing, the girl who got pregnant from him, he just kind of moved on. He changed his whole contact, everything, so she wouldn't get in contact with him. You know, now tell me that's not narcissistic behavior. Come on, let me see by a show of hands. How many people feel that this character is not a narcissist? He don't care how he hurts people. And for the way he could have done that 5 times, that shows you right there he has no guilt. He has no guilt. Because if somebody makes a mistake, we're imperfect. We make mistakes, we slip up. It's called being human. 5 times though, the first time he did that nonsense, his conscience should have beat him so badly where he said, you know what? I ain't nowhere in the world I could do that one again. I can't even sleep right now. How could I have done this to my wife? I feel horrible. He was able to do it 5 times that he admitted to, probably 50 times. That's a narcissist.
Everything just kind of popped up. You know?
There's kind of
I know it
popped up.
sounds crazy, but it did. It just kind of, I moved on and everything. Just kind of just.
But you've been a serial cheater.
I wouldn't say serial cheater. I mean,
When's the last time you cheated on her?
it's been about 4 or 5 months.
4 or 5 months.
Yeah.
So like 120.
So 4 or 5 months ago, please, somebody, I can't do this. I can't handle this. My mind is freaking out over here. Can somebody please come, get a gun, and shoot me? Because this is craziness. 4 or 5 months, I'm your wife, you fool. You. I see why God said they're supposed to be stoned to death. Yeah, they are. They're supposed to be put to death. You know, God is good. God is good. He really is. Because if it was up to me, I would have them castrated and have their private parts shoved right up their rectum. And now, you know, you have nothing to work with. I guess you'll sit down now and act like you have some sense. Because God is good. God is nice enough to put them to death. You see, me, I torture you behind. Anyway, I need help. I need to seek help. I know it's just whatever.
120 days or so. Since you slept with somebody other than your wife.
Now,
You got anything you want to say to her?
I want to say it to her.
Yeah.
I do have a baby on the way.
That's not what.
That's right. You never hear me scream on my channel. I have a baby on the way. This is what you want to tell your wife? Really? Ask me if I feel sorry for her. Hell no. Hell no. Because she'll sit up here and she'll still stay with this character. She doesn't care what message she's sending out to her daughter, her nieces, other young females out here. These women deserve to be cheated on. They deserve to be defecated on and dogged. You know why? Because they're selfish and they are freaking crazy. They're just, oh. You sit here, there are no consequences whatsoever for what this man, this not even a man, this boy, because men don't behave like this. He's not a king. God knows he's not a king. Because kings, they know how to be, they have integrity for their kingdom. They watch over their wife. They make sure that queen is very well provided for. Forget all these concubines, because once Jesus Christ came to this earth, Jesus put an end to that. Now you notice in the Bible, there was men who used to have 2, 3, 4, 8,000 wives and concubines. Yeah, that was always before. Check this out. Before Jesus came to this earth. Because you notice in the Greek scriptures, Jesus got here. Jesus was like, that's out. Hell no. A man is to be the husband to one wife. Jesus made that clear. And if this nigger was king material, he would never behave this way. Never. First of all, he's a coon. First of all, believe that. That's definitely not a king's behavior. And she's sitting here, you have to see her face. Oh my God, OMG, OMG, OMG. She's sitting here with a smile on her face looking down. I tell you this, honey. The only reason why this female is probably putting up with this because she knows that she got some side pieces, probably 2 or 3 side pieces of her own. Believe that.
That's not what I meant, but I thought you were going to say I'm sorry.
We didn't clarify.
Oh, really? Are you okay over there?
About as okay as I will be, I guess.
You have a baby on the way?
Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Turner, do you want to save this marriage?
I mean, I do. I wouldn't be married if I didn't.
What's in it?
You have to see her face, man. She's sitting up here. The judge said, do you want to save this marriage? Oh, yes, I do. I wouldn't be here if I didn't. What is there to save, sweetheart? Save what? And then she got the nerve to sit here and cry? and she honestly believed that people are gonna feel compassion. I'm not a narcissist, and yes, I do have empathy. I can put myself in her place. Actually, maybe no, no. I'm very angry at her. I can't even have compassion for her because all I see is this is a very, very selfish, evil, wicked woman. Because she's sending out the message to her daughters. She has what, 3, 4 kids. These daughters are sitting up there looking at their mom, taking all this abuse. This man disrespects your mom constantly, comes home whenever the heck he wants. He ain't paying much of none of the bills hardly around. You know, the guy's a total loser, mom. And you sitting up there putting up with this. So you're teaching me, mom, that I'm supposed to let men defecate on me. I'm supposed to lay down and be a doormat, and let them walk all over me, mom. Okay then. Yeah, sure. No, those kids need me as their mom, for real. You see, I never put up with that because I looked at the example of my mom, my mother. Okay? My mother wasn't having it. And guess what? Neither am I. I've been married twice, engaged to be married again, too many red lights. And now I got this other person after 7 weeks who wants to marry me again. So you can see it's not because I don't have it going on or something's wrong with me. No, I got the clowns sit up here lining up. No, no. I have standards. No. And I also know that I am a role model for these females out here. I have nieces. I have a daughter. Okay? My daughter sees that if her husband gets come out of pocket, you done, son. You done. Okay? That's a wrap. My son-in-law, he's on his P's and his Q's because he knows. You got to see my daughter. She's freaking amazing looking. Think about Halle Berry with long hair. But my daughter is spiritual. Her body's slamming like if you, for real. My son-in-law knows what time it is, honey. Really. This is craziness.
What's in it for you?
You can't help who you fall in love with.
Yeah, but you can help who you marry.
You can't help who you fall in love with. Yes, you can. People kill me with that nonsense too. Of course you can help who you fall in love with. If you feel that you have this connection or this attraction to a person, and you know, let's just say for instance, let me give an example. You met somebody, and like at my job, I have temps that come in, temps. So I have to train them. And sometimes these temps are really good looking men. Gorgeous men. Right in my league, you know what I'm saying? My age bracket, everything. But the first thing I noticed that they have a ring on their finger. And when I see that ring on the finger, yeah, you can't help who you fall in love with. Because you know who to be around and who not to be around so much. Don't be around them. If you know that you have this attraction to this person, you don't spend much time around them. Yeah, you can control that. Once you find out somebody's married, even though you feel this connection and all of this, I see a ring on his finger. Yeah, right. Whatever feelings I feel, yeah, I have to kill that. Kill that noise. This man is he's married. Or if he tells me that him and his girl is doing this and him and his girl is that, or he's like engaged, that's instant kill me. I'm done. I'm not even thinking about that. Yeah, you can help who you fall in love with. It's called you don't be around them that much. Or you try to just stay away as much as possible. And if you're forced to work with them, you have to keep in mind this person is in a relationship with another woman. I'm a woman. I couldn't imagine me hurting another woman. That's not going to happen. Don't give me that garbage, but I don't know her. So what the hell do I care? Then that means you're a narcissist. Okay? Anytime you don't care about how you can hurt another woman, you're a narc. It's official. You're a narc.
Yeah, things happen, I guess. We all have to live and learn, but he should have told me. I should have knew.
You have to live and learn. I don't think you've learned yet.
No, you're right. Probably not.
You're not even considering leaving him, are you?
I want to sometimes, most of the time. When you get that, and it's actually there, it's just hard. Very hard.
You say not only that he cheats, but that he's
Thing is that you probably think that I'm this hard Hannah, and I'm not a hard Hannah. I understand where she's coming from. It's hard. She's sitting up here thinking that she loves him. She doesn't love him. It's called codependency. That's what she has. Because you can never love anyone, unless you love yourself first. In order for you to even understand what love is, you have to love yourself first. And when you love yourself, honey, ain't nowhere in the world you're going to put up with this crap. Because if this was your girlfriend going through this, or if this was your daughter going through this, my man cheats on me, Mom. He has babies with other women, and I'm married. Your daughter, you're not going to sit up there and tell your daughter to hang out with that guy and stay with him. Why is it that you can't see that for yourself? Now, do I understand her plight? Yeah, I do. I have no compassion for her. Why? Because women like her are the reasons you can't find good men. That's why the men keep doing what they do. That's why. I need to try to form a sisterhood. Is that going to happen? No, you got thirsty, desperate, parasite women, prostitutes, thoughts, hoes, drug addicts, crackheads. Man, come on. How the hell do I manage to fix this nonsense? I can't fix the world. You know what? Let me tell you what I do. I try to work on my community. Just a little bitty part of my community at a time. Just my community. I can't fix the freaking world. But I definitely can make a change or a difference in my community. I live in New York. And this little bitty area that I live in, my little section, people see me, they have mad respect. They know what's up. I got stupid clowns pushing up on me all the time. They even get so bold as to grab my arm. You know what I'm saying? When you're trying to ignore clowns and they sit up there and actually want to pull your arm and actually, yeah, and you know me. Look at my face. Do I look like I'm a joke? Come on. You see my picture here. I'm just being a little whatever the hell. I'm at the office. I think I am. Yeah. No, you don't put your hand on me, darling. You don't do that. Those are things that you don't do. Now, if I was ignoring you or I didn't say anything to you, put two and two together, what does that tell you exactly? I am so not interested. Okay then? Great. Now, excuse me. No, I don't feel sorry for this woman because she's the reason these clowns keep doing what they're doing. A man cheat on you, let me tell you how you handle that situation. You love him, he's your husband. You build things together. I get it, I understand. He cheats on you. You can do this. I wouldn't do it, but I'm going to give you this is it. He cheats. You got to do something. You got to kick him out of the house. That's a given. He's got to go. You don't have to end it. You don't have to end it, okay? But he's got to go out of the house. And then he has got to agree to go into counseling. Because we want to understand, why did you cheat? Will it happen again? Was there anything that I could have done that I didn't do? And when you enter counseling, that's why they have marriage counselors. You don't talk to people on the street asking for advice. Oh, hell no. You don't bring outsiders into your marriage. That's craziness. No, you go into counseling. You don't have to divorce him. You know, it's the first time. It happened once. Okay. So we are definitely, I got to kick him out though. You got to kick him out. He got to go. And then you set up counseling. And then you get an understanding. And when you guys feel that you understand things fully, okay, as time goes on, a little time, you're on a timeout. A timeout does not mean that you go out there and sleep with other people. No, it's called a timeout. I'm taking a timeout so I can think about ways that I could fix my marriage. I'm thinking about ways that I could strategize to make things different and make things work better. That's what a timeout is for. Okay? That's a timeout. And don't give me that garbage about no separation, because if you're married, honey, you're still married. You're not supposed to be whipping your private parts out with anyone. Let's go back.
He's verbally abusive to you. Explain that to me.
He just calls me names. He'll call me fat. He'll call me stupid or dumb. I dropped out of 9th grade, so he uses that against me.
Is that true?
I mean, I have used that one.
The neighbors.
Yes, when she's using that.
He calls her stupid. He calls her fat. And I'm looking at the picture of this female. She's not really fat, honey. He just knows that, that's something that would make her feel bad, whatever. Oh, man, please. I ain't got time. She shouldn't have time for that either. So he does everything just like a narc does. They try to tear you down. First come the love bombing, when they're giving you everything. Oh, yeah. Then comes the devaluation. When they devalue you, you're not worth this. You're not all that. You know what? You're fat. You're this. This woman is not fat. Okay? When you look at her, she's not fat.
There's a message for you.
Okay? Okay, I got a message. I'll deal with that later. But anyway, honey, no. Let's go back. This guy's just a jerk.
Is that a problem?
Because she's never home, and I'm not very familiar with them where I can just go and see what she's doing, go see where she is. A lot of times I don't have a clue as far as exactly where she is.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. If my husband's somewhere, I can go over there and talk to him and get him, and then she disappears. She's over the neighbors. She's not home when I get home from work. So I'm going to go out and impregnate somebody else. What kind of sense does that make?
The thing is, the way the neighborhood... Well, see, the way the neighborhood is set up, I don't exactly know which neighbor's house I know she's at the neighbor's, but I mean, my God, in that cluster, there's a lot of... Yeah, a lot of times I do...
Do you see how he's trying to justify his bad behavior? Yeah, well, when I come home, she's not home. She might be at the neighbor's house. So what the hell, nigga? I mean, clown. Red noses for everyone, of course. This is a circus yet again. Okay, so if I'm at the neighbor's, you pretty much know the neighbor's gonna text me. Text me on my phone. Honey, I'm home. Where are you? You'll find out I'm in apartment A8. Okay, you're home. I'll be right there in a minute, honey. I'm on my way. Because my husband, he came from work. He wants to eat. He wants to see his wife. He wants to be his feet rubbed, or he wants to talk about his day, or he wants you to just serve him food and shut the F up. He just likes seeing somebody there. We understand. We get it. Okay? Whatever. This is craziness. Narc trying to justify the reason he treats his partner. I don't even see this as no marriage. This ain't no marriage. I see her as she's just his bed wench. That's not his wife, his bed wench. Come on already. Really.
Sometimes I do try to call or text her. So a lot of times either her phone's dead or it's hard to get in contact with her the first time I call her.
If it jumped off this bench and smacked you in the head. Don't gamble or anything, because your lies aren't even good. They're not even close to believable. It's horrifying just to listen to you.
I do.
Mrs. Turner, you say not only that he cheats, but that he's verbally abusive to you. Explain that to me.
He just calls me names. He'll call me fat. He'll call me stupid or dumb in front of family members, friends, and different situations, and I have to leave.
Is that accurate?
I don't recall that part of the argument, but
I dropped out.
Now, the thing about this is that she wants people to feel compassion for her. She wants people to feel pity for her. He calls me this, he calls me that. And my thing is, and you're still there. And you're still there. See? That's where people start to get angry with her. They don't get angry at him. No. They get angry at her. Why are you still there? I'm sorry, I don't know, because I have no self-esteem whatsoever freaking ever. Oh, God. And the only reason why I get so mad at her, like I already told you, you're my 2Bs. I understand people have these insecurities and all this, whatever the hell, if you will. I get angry because there's innocent lives involved. There's a daughter that's watching you take all of this. There's other women, females, watching you let this man just part his butt cheeks and plummet his defecation all over you. He disrespects you, he uses you, he abuses you, and you're still there. Why? You're afraid to be alone? Let me tell you something, honey. Single does not mean being alone. Single and satisfied is better than married and miserable. I'd rather be single and satisfied than married and miserable. And all these marriages, I look at divorce court, I look at Dr. Phil a lot. All these couples, man, they're freaking miserable. You have people who have been married for 22 years and they'll tell you that they've been miserable after the third year. And yet you've been in this marriage for 22 years and you was already miserable after 3? That's why I love Elizabeth Taylor. That's my girl, my shero. That woman has been married numerous times because the moment you start getting stupid, she gets stupider. Bye. See ya. She did it. I'm out. I'm not putting up with this crap. You know why? Because I don't have to. I'm fabulous. I'm independent. I have a healthy self-esteem. I'm smart. I have common sense. I'm amazing looking. Take a look at my picture here. Come on now. Do I look like a girl who have to put up with this nonsense? Hell to the no.
I dropped out of 9th grade, so he uses that against me.
Is that true?
I mean, I have used that one. But
How
I mean,
horrifying is that? Do you teach your children? Hey. You have absolutely no moral compass at all.
He has absolutely no moral compass at all. Does that ring a bell, girlfriends? That's called narcissistic personality disorder. He has no moral compass. Oh my God.
You've got no care for anybody other than yourself. You're just out there doing you, and you don't care what it does to her. And it just doesn't bother you. You're not interested.
she crashed my car.
How'd she crash it?
Okay, I rest my case. Look at how many minutes I got here. This is longer than any video I usually do because, you know, I don't like long videos. But I had to share this with you so you can get and listen to a full case of narcissism. And so you could also realize that stop beating yourself up, baby. Whether you're a man or a woman, stop beating yourself up. This has nothing to do with what you're doing wrong or whatever. No, these people are sick, they're twisted, they're demented, they are demonic swine. You know, I'm sure you heard that phrase from me before if you looked at a couple of my other videos. Anyway, I love you. You always have a choice. You always have a choice. Please choose wisely. And until the next time, we'll talk again. Keep in mind, we have our community. We are empaths, and we're not afraid to say it or show it. We are proud of it because it's godly. It's Christ-like. These people are on Satan, the devil's team, and they're very demonic. So stop feeling bad about yourself. And if you need closure, this is your closure. How could this person do this? How could this person do that? Because they're narcissists. I love you, baby. You always have a choice. Choose wisely. Until next time, bye for now.